Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show, pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with dick jokes, hosted by myself, Law Smith, and Eric Regiger. Yeah. Hashtag GirthyRI, hashtag 69B2B, hashtag Sweat Equity. If you're giving a little love, you want to give some more love, sponsors, go to our sponsors, Grasshopper, trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Get that $50 off for your business phone line. That's $50 off. 50. That's an eighth of weed.
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking my language.
Trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Get that eighth of weed off your business phone line. It'll take $50 off. It won't be HTTPS. It'll be HTTP. So it might send you to a thing that says, hey, you got a safety advisory warning. Just plow right through that.
You sick of living life scared?
Don't be a pussy.
Plow through it. Just click it.
GoFreshBooks.com, our second sponsor. These affiliate sponsors help the show. We reinvest anything that comes in right back into the show. GoFreshBooks.com/sweat. Get direct deposits. When you get paid by invoicing systems with QuickBooks and Xero, they don't get you the next day sometimes. FreshBooks has direct deposit next business day. That is crucial for your cash flows. GoFreshBooks.com/sweat. And then our last affiliate sponsor, Warby Parker. WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. Like Keith Sweat, wearing some silky, sweet glasses, right?
Butt sweat.
Keith Sweat. It's all up in there when you're getting busy.
Yep.
Warby Parker will send you 5 styles to try on. If I can find one for my John Elway Horsehead, you can too. WarbyParkerTrial.com/sweat. That'll hook you up. That hooks us up. And if you need some more of us, you like this, you need more of Eric and I, maybe check out the Incremental Podcast.
Yeah.
Little wellness, little how's your father?
How's your mother and father? That's what it's all about. I call my grandma, and we just talk.
That would be a good podcast.
Yeah, considering they're both dead.
That would be a very good podcast. Yeah.
Good.
That might crack the Apple top notable podcasts. We can't get through there because we're too hardcore.
Communicating with the dead, I think, would indeed do that.
If you like college football, I have my podcast, the 3XO Triple Option Podcast. We're trying to do that every Monday or Sunday night, depending on our schedule. But keep in touch with our Facebook page. We'll do it live from there every Sunday or Monday night. We'll let you know. And if you need production studio services in the Tampa Bay area, that's sweatlodge.studio. Sweatlodge.studio, not .com, sweatlodge.studio. If you need digital agency advice, tocoba.ga. That's Tocobaga, tocoba.ga. God damn, are we ready to get this show started? Woo, woo. That's how you do pre-roll.
Yeah.
Can you flip the switch on your mic, son? Can I get a hotty-toddy?
It sounds worse.
Thanks for that input right at the top. How about wait till after the show to share with me how bad it is?
Share me. Paul. Hey, share me this.
Got me all flapped up. I'm all flapped.
Fapped up?
Flapped up.
He's got you fapping?
Why are we even bringing
the fappening?
I don't know why.
We're going to bring Dan Kurtz in a second. That other voice you heard that was giving cues about the mic, that is John Paul Labaldo from Tampaniac.com. It's Tampaniac.com. I've been sending people to Tampaniac pictures.
Yeah, no, just Tampaniac.
Yeah, that's the website, Tampaniac.com.
Okay, like Tampa, Maniac, Tampaniac. You can figure it out.
We try not to do it that way, but it sounds like you're dealing with a bunch of maniacs. So,
well, how else would you like me to explain how to spell it?
I don't know. We obviously didn't think the name out very good, and
most people are going to Google it anyway. So I just say try to mash up those two words.
Yeah,
and maniac doesn't mean it doesn't mean bad thing. Okay, Tampa and Animaniac. You're an Animaniacs lover. You love that cartoon.
Those are just animated maniacs.
Well, I try to make it cuter. That's all.
I've met people that appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Like the name.
I did the logo. Good. I appreciate it.
Good. I'm glad everyone's happy.
Cool. Bringing in Dan Kurtz, dankurtz.org. How you doing? How you living?
Good. How's it going, guys?
This is an unusual show, I'm sure.
Good.
Good
I like unusual.
We do the Jocko Willnick. Good. Yeah. Good. So tell us about yourself. Give us your little rundown because I don't have any notes in front of me.
Sure. So basically, I've been doing online marketing for going on 13 years. I've worked in a lot of the top 100 companies for that. So I've done a brief stint at Google, worked at Bing for a little bit, Nielsen, all that sort of stuff.
Those small places, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The little mom and pop shops.
Uh-huh.
So did that for a little bit and branched out on my own and started trying to help local businesses, entrepreneurs, and other people to try and get the same growth level hacking that those companies have.
Growth hacking, yeah. The phrase of 2015. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been hearing data-driven decisions a lot lately. I'm like, oh, let's make it a comeback. I like
you know how big a nerd that makes you to make fun of him for saying it? Like that. You're
just
so much more nerdier
he knows,
now.
He knows what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, from 2015.
That's some inside baseball, though. You guys don't get it. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Exactly.
like trying to bring bling back. It's just
yeah.
not going to happen.
When white women are into it, bling bling, you're like, it's over.
Yeah.
Yes.
White
Game over.
moms. Yeah, I'm just saying it tells the audience I'm on his level. I can build a rapport. He's been in the game for a minute. I'm testing him.
You'll run out of vocab words eventually, and we'll all
fair
see the real you.
similitude.
We'll just fall back to acronyms, and then everybody will be screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody loves that.
That is my big lament with the financial crisis back in the days. There's just too many acronyms, I think, for most people, and I think like we're just like, yeah, it sounds good, AAA rated, okay, yeah. I feel like
is that one actually an acronym though?
You're AAA rated for Moody's or Standard & Poor's for your rating, but you have like AIG, and then you have you have credit default swaps. So you have
but those A's don't stand for anything.
They
They're
might.
AAA rated.
I don't know. They might. They could.
They
actually don't stand for anything.
Right. It's the only thing it wasn't an.
But
acronym.
even in the rating,
yeah.
Technically, yes, not an acronym, but
It's
letters together that look like an
they
acronym.
are letters though.
Yeah,
that's true.
Three digits of letters together, 3 integers. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
Nothing.
Okay.
Bring
the show to a screeching halt. You could have just zoomed by it. You know what I meant.
Maybe I could have zoomed by it. Chose not to.
Tell me about tell me what makes you mad in the digital agency game, because I'll tell you.
Jesus.
Are we running a professional show or what?
No.
What the fuck no.
Sorry.
It's all good. Taking the BS out of business to get to God mode. What does God mode mean?
So God mode is going 30,000, 50,000 foot view of overall your business, your industry, and basically being able to parse down as far as you need. So understanding the rudimentary basics, but also being able to play at a much higher level. So playing at that corporate Fortune 500 level, using tactics and strategies that most people are not paying attention to. And just being able to take that, dive into it, and crush the opposition.
Has any narcissist gone God mode? You know what? I'm an atheist, so I don't really get the metaphor.
I'm waiting for that day, but it's actually a gamer reference. When you used to go into like put your cheat codes in, and you get like God mode on Doom.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, when you hit that level and you're just like straight up invincible, you can knock down any opponent and just take out the competition.
Yeah, that's when you're like almost done with the game.
Yeah,
is when you start fucking around like that
yep.
in Grand Theft Auto or Quake or Doom or anything.
Yeah, you start out like that. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Wolfenstein.
Put all the cheat codes in.
Yeah, or Contra, whatever it is. But all right, so you're taking that. You see it kind of. I think how we see it is you have to take that overall. In a meeting, you go, let's take a step back and really look at everything. But you see it as like, there's a whole picture to be played, and ClickFunnels are not the way.
Right, and the reason behind that is because you can't
get this mic a little bit closer to you.
Sure.
You can screw it up.
I'll just get nice and close up there.
Yeah.
Oh baby. Yeah. So basically, the problem and point of contention I have with ClickFunnels is that you don't own it. You don't own the platform. You can't brand the platform. You can't put what you need into it to make the business the way you want it to. So you're basically just working with a like a conveyor belt system almost. It just shits out pages, and that's all.
To clarify for the listeners that aren't aware of ClickFunnels, we're talking about the brand ClickFunnels.
Yeah, the SaaS program.
Yeah, if you look at it has 2 gears, one's red, one's blue is the logo.
Yeah.
So when you look at someone's site where you're getting suckered into an ad, you'll see that little favicon at the top of that little icon where the browser is when you have tabs open. It might have that because they're too lazy to change it,
right?
Or they might not have the they might not have the
authority
to do it. Yeah, the access.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I don't interfere with a lot of ClickFunnels stuff. I know a lot of people do. What's the growing lament with that? I thought that was just like because ClickFunnels is also a broad term,
Right.
so they nailed it with the brand naming of it, and they've got a system much like HubSpot, much like a lot of inbound marketing, their own system. But it's this terminology gets confusing, right?
Right.
Because when people are like, "I need a ClickFunnel," you're like, "Do you need ClickFunnels the app, or you need ClickFunnels like funneling
site,
your
yeah.
leads?" What have you seen? What's the stuff you've seen in that everybody's trying to talk to you about?
So in that space, back in April, after they had Funnel Hacking Live up in Nashville, they must have ran some massive sale or something like that. But ClickFunnels was down for 96 hours, and people were running paid ads to their site. I know several people in the community that were running 5 and 6 figures worth of ads daily during that time, and they didn't know that ClickFunnels was down.
Yikes.
And basically, they lost that entire budget because they were sending all of that traffic to a 404 page.
So you basically have ClickFunnels sets up your landing page for you?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And then like kind of routes it in an easy way for the user to do it?
Yeah. So it's like a drag and drop funnel building thing for like internet marketers and those type of folks. But basically their server just completely blanked on itself, and everybody was like, what the hell happened? And for 4 days, nobody could get any sales coming in.
Yeah. It's tough to rely on one piece in your tech stack. I kind of think. I don't know.
So did it just go down from usage? They think it was like just too. They don't know why.
They wouldn't publicly say
why
it went down. They were like, even our funnels are down. Like, yeah, but you own the platform. Like, we're still all paying you $100 or $300 a month, and this thing is down, and we're trying to run sales and promos.
Yeah. Wait for the litigation to come back on that, though. Somebody's going to come after them.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They don't know how to do any of that. They don't know what any of this is.
No, I started to say legislation. I meant litigation. They're going to sue them.
Yeah. It's still tough.
Like, it's got to be. Yeah, well, that's what's going to be interesting.
Because their contracts and terms, they'll probably update them every couple of days. They got you. They're almost. That's the thing with those terms and conditions of privacy policy changes that you're like, I don't give a shit. Like, you get those in the email and you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, but you talk to a lawyer and they'll be like, I can wipe my ass with that contract. Like, they'll always be like, I can get around that. So it's never done.
Look, the great thing about America is you can sue for anything. But right. I'm saying like those you get those updates every now and again. I heard that we get updates like something like 200 times a year for privacy policies, things like this, like something crazy, the average American.
Yeah.
And you don't have any choice. Look, there might be a class action, but you're not going to get any of that.
You know what they did?
That's
really smart is they made those updates really small, so they do it within seconds. You don't even know your phone is updating.
You're saying the updates are small so that the new terms are agreed to, conspiracy style? Like they're just updating nothing?
Well, yeah.
I think we need Sam Tripoli.
You used to have to update your phone, and it took maybe a couple minutes, but now it takes seconds.
Interesting. We'll run it up the ladder.
Yeah, send it over to my folks at the Illuminati. See what we got.
I mean,
that would not surprise me. That one's not even that bad. Like just to be able to get it.
Font size is 10.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. There should be legislation on that, like terms
font
and agreements.
Size?
Well, just like the length of it, these terms and conditions things. Like it should be, whatever, 100 words tops. Get it in there, or you don't get it.
I mean, if I'm taking a God mode view of that, right? You look at our taxes and you look at our legal, anything legal, and it's all this. It's like made up to confuse. That's why I think TurboTax is like one of the most interesting kind of apps, because it's like we're going to simplify this for everybody. And you're gonna
Why
pay
are the
us.
app stores letting it happen?
What do you mean?
Why are they letting these crazy terms and conditions through?
Oh, well,
like, why are they even letting us accept it?
It's not anybody letting them. They're just doing the apps. It's attached to the app so that they can
technically
do what they need to do.
Technically, it's voluntary, so we don't need those apps.
Yeah,
right.
It's like signing a waiver to Hot Wing Challenge. Like, you know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
You know your asshole's gonna.
You know what?
Later,
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes.
I always use that analogy. Have you done a couple of those?
What, Hot Wing challenges?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
How'd you do?
got exactly what I put in the next day. So
what does that
He
mean?
wants more details.
It
That's
hurt-
what he.
hurts twice.
Yeah. Did you? But you didn't. You didn't. You
Oh,
didn't. It
no.
should be a big bowl, right? That you win,
Yeah, ideally.
Yeah.
Either that or just like a week supply
or
of milk. To wash it
ironically,
out.
a belt.
Yeah.
You know, a strap or something. I don't know.
Gut buster.
A romper.
There you go.
Male romper. Yeah. Yeah. Moo.
Yeah.
But all right. So with ClickFunnels, you're getting a lot of people. Like for instance, we get a lot of people. We call ourselves like a rebound boyfriend agency because we get a lot of people that have been ripped off by someone else, and then they come to us and they're like, "Well, I got trust issues," and you're like, "Okay, well, I'm not going to lead you down a ClickFunnel kind of route. That's not. I don't think any of those systems, as all-in-one systems, ever get close to being all-in-one. Right?
Exactly.
I think you really have to use horse sense in that situation, which gets lost along the way in digital because we rely on math so much.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, the thing that I've had with a lot of people coming to me or doing my own thing is they've come from ClickFunnels and they're like, well, I want to build my brand now, or I want to build out a membership area, or I want to do these different things. I'm like, you can't build a brand on somebody else's platform. First off,
Yeah,
because if, like, for example, all
you
these
can, but I mean, like in that way, yeah.
Yeah, well, think of it from like the perspective of like last month with the YouTube demonetization, or a couple months ago with Patreon changing their terms of service.
Tell us about it.
So it was like a month and a half ago, YouTube decided to change the TOS on how they allow certain video channels to monetize because one person on some news channel decided that he was offended that he wasn't being able to monetize his stuff and reported it to YouTube, and a whole bunch of channels all got demonetized at the same time. Basically, YouTube just put out this draconian thing that nobody who was doing it is allowed to be monetized anymore. So a lot of people lost like 5- and 6-figure a month businesses.
Is that part of the Dennis Prager-ish kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Is
yeah,
it?
So it backs into a little bit of that as well.
So Dennis Prager's just a really boring right-wing old Jewish man and just does these PragerU videos that were getting demonetized because I think they would get enough violations from super liberal people, right?
Right.
Saying it was offensive.
Right. So they were
The videos, by the way, about I Love America. Like it's like the most pragmatic, boring,
Wow.
like here's how the electoral college works.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Well,
Yeah, it was like,
But because he's on the right, you can flood at everybody. Everybody can flood from the left, can flood those and say this is offensive. They don't have enough manpower at YouTube to check everything.
right.
So it just sets up the flagpole where people just go, okay, well, we got to take this down because it's offensive.
that sucks.
But it's honestly like the least offensive shit you could find on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like
Look at the comment section of any fucking video.
yeah, it's like most of his videos were like 1950s-esque, like proud of America patriotism, 2-car garage type stuff. And everybody was like, I don't like this because I don't live like that. Well, that's great for the rest of us that want that.
Yeah, one's Jocko Willner just saying like it. We pulled one of those videos and pulled it
Yeah.
into conversation. Like here are the 4 things of like that don't matter.
Yeah.
That's where we're like motivation's temporary.
It's just so scary that they just cut it dead. There's no
Yeah.
back and forth, no understanding. God, man.
Yeah.
Scary.
Now imagine running your business on a platform like that where they
Yeah.
can just change terms of service like that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other side. I'm going to play the uncool card for that. The people who have YouTube channels, they're like, this hurts my business. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't have one revenue stream coming in.
Right.
You shouldn't be relying on this so much, maybe, right? Because it's a private company,
Right.
right? So I look at it like a wide receiver is
Easy
to a
for
quarter.
you to say.
No, fucking. I've said this forever. Like, look, a wide receiver, right, can only be so good. He has to get the ball from the quarterback. So it's a complementary position if you think about it.
Yes.
Antonio Brown can only be so good.
Yes.
And let's go pre this preseason because
Okay.
he's starting to turn into a weirdo.
Yeah.
But a bigger weirdo. But if you can't get him the ball, he can't be the best he can't be the best wide receiver he can be, right?
Uh-huh.
So he's totally reliant on a quarterback to get him the ball. So it needs to be a C+ or above, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm making the comparison with YouTube. If your income is directly correlated to everything coming on YouTube coming to you, and there's some flaws with this game, maybe hedge your bets. Maybe start Uber driving. I don't know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's not a good business plan.
I mean,
business
up until
model.
this point, would you say that YouTube was like this, like, you know, thing that's fleeting is like gonna go? I think a lot of these people thought, hey, this is great. I'm locked in, baby. This is where YouTube's not going away. Like,
No, but the monetization of all of your videos can be flippant, just like we were talking about with Prager.
sure, you know, but it's basically
It's a volatile. How about that? It's volatile. It's a volatile endeavor because they can change something up quickly, and you would have no say over it.
sure.
So
yeah.
you're handcuffed to whatever they want you to do.
Right. Exactly. And that's kind of the motto for at least
Dan
how
gets it.
I look at online marketing, and your business as a whole is actually a portfolio. So you might have a
Right.
YouTube channel, you might have your social, you might have your organic traffic, you might have paid, all that sort of stuff. Those are all different avenues. And if one of them shuts down, you're not out of business.
Right.
So as long as you're running multiple channels, it's like a mutual fund. You consistent gains over
Now we're
time.
talking.
And yeah,
Now we're talking my life.
there you go.
I used to work for a mutual fund company
Gotcha.
called
Gotcha.
Dimensional Fund Advisor. Shout out DFA funds. Yeah, get that small value cap.
Nice.
I had to push it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on the mutual fund example because for those that don't know what a mutual fund is, it's a bunch of stocks you put into one fund. You have like 5,000 stocks in a fund, and you try to get the riskiest of the boring,
Right.
basically, right? It's mitigated risk, which is all we work in.
Mhm.
In digital, is you go, it's like being an ER doctor. You just try to reduce the amount of risk and get the best outcome possible.
Right.
And so, like, I never speak in absolutes. And I think anybody that's listening, and we always try to give some kind of pragmatic advice every episode. It's like, if any marketer tells you, you spend X with us, we'll get you X back,
Run.
run. That doesn't happen. There's nothing in life is deterministic, especially this stuff. And when someone says, hey, I got a straight line for you, what investment in your life has ever been, you give me $1, I'll give you $2 back for sure.
Madoff,
Well, exactly.
you know, it can happen for a little while.
It can.
Right.
You can run out of cash flow and keep paying it, but everything. I mean, that's a clear example of just the amount of risk that's out there that you can't even see sometimes, right? So
Exactly.
with Google, with paid search, some people they go, okay, half of our business comes through paid ads, and you're like, okay, well, I'd like to spread that around a little bit more than just Google, maybe,
Right.
because sometimes Google will change something up that you got to take a minute to fix.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally like AOL ads. I like Bing ads. I like Yahoo ads because the people who are low tech, they fall for those ads a lot more,
Right.
and they're usually older.
Mm-hmm.
What's the number one indicator of income is age. So old people have AOL. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
There, I just solved the internet. Thank you. Oh, this
Yeah,
show's
makes
over.
perfect
Wrap it
This is the last show.
Good, we can stop finally.
Jesus, I'm out of air. No. So tell us, what's the myth of paid ads? I mean, why does everybody think it is it's the holy grail, or it is your queen piece in the chessboard?
Well, that kind of comes on the back end or the tail end of ClickFunnels, because a lot of people got into it and they're like, okay, I've got this page that just kind of exists, but I don't have like a URL. I don't have a domain name for it. What do I do with this?
Yeah.
And their solution was, well, go find a Facebook ads expert or a paid ads expert somewhere and pay them a bunch of money to go do it, or buy a course for a couple grand and do it yourself. Go learn how to do it and jump in, and you'll
Good
be
luck.
able to make money.
Yeah.
So they're basically touting these two different platforms as almost like a get rich quick scheme or an MLM type thing.
Very, very similar. Yes.
They're just like, yeah, jump in, figure it out, and hit the buttons, and you'll be good to go. That's not how it works. And they're selling a lot of empty promises to people, or people are not technically savvy enough to actually do any of that.
You want to
stuff.
name some names?
Of people that are selling the ads, or the people that are trying to run them?
The rich dad poor dad people, the people that are get rich quick stuff.
Oh, well, that pretty much anybody like in that space. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. So ClickFunnels Group, number one. I'd start there because everybody that's in there is literally either.
We just want to tag them and say you hate them in the post. When we post this episode.
I don't hate them. I just don't like their business model.
I just think they're just disgusting.
You have a better way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the better way?
Well, the better way, I I feel at least, is build out your website, build out your brand, and then start forming partnerships or business relationships with people either in your industry or people who are like 1 degree separated from your industry.
Well, so give a through line example. How would I
Sure.
do that?
So, like, for example, if I was going to do a website for myself, like the one I have, I would go ahead and build a page for every person who does the same thing that I do.
Uh-huh.
So let's say you and I were a competing agency. I would build a page about your agency on my website. Full review, business information, bios, contact, hours of operation, all that sort of stuff.
How cute I am.
Yeah, right. And the
Mhm.
reason why is because when somebody goes to search for you, now my website comes up.
That's diabolical.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty gangster.
you start doing stuff like that and just go after every person in the industry and just write a review about them and just say, hey, I wrote a review about your company. Chances are they'll share it. Now
Yeah.
they're sending you traffic for your own business.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Unless they're hip to that
Right.
to that game, but yeah, most aren't.
Which I probably just outed for however many people, but that's
Nah.
fine.
That's I didn't even think about that.
But-
That's something I've never even heard of.
And it's stuff you can't do on ClickFunnels because ClickFunnels technically doesn't rank. It has no SEO value or any of that sort of stuff. You could even run ads to it with the other competitor's name. Now you take up 2-3 spots plus the organic.
And yeah, with ClickFunnels, you don't have the autonomy. We talk about like you need to make your own site, so you can on the fly create these gangster landing pages
Exactly.
that are pulling traffic. That it's almost funny because you're like Charles Manson in a way because he didn't kill anybody. He got Tex Watson to kill him. I just watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so I was thinking about that. He didn't kill anybody. He got his people to do it.
Right.
So you're basically like you're the Charles Manson of digital. Because you're getting people, you're getting a bunch of Tex Watsons out there to do your bidding for you. They're pushing it out for you, right?
Right, exactly. But
It's funny. It's psychology, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even take it a step further. So another example is, you go do content publishing on ClickFunnels, it goes nowhere. But let's say you were going to do.
But I wrote a blog post. It was really important. It took me a while.
Yeah, one whole blog post.
I wrote it. Yeah, no traffic. What happened? Why?
It's the weirdest thing.
I wrote one blog post.
Yeah.
And I didn't really promote it well. Why
Mhm.
didn't I get a lot of traffic?
Exactly.
What's going on?
It's the weirdest thing. It's actually.
But I wrote it.
So for my clients, I actually solve that problem. So every time they make a post, it goes out to 125 different news outlets and links back to the original website.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every 15 minutes, it goes and checks the website to see if they wrote anything new, and it goes, "Oh, cool, new shit." Grabs it and throws it out on everything for their brand that we build out.
Yep.
And then an additional like 75 or 80 different web profiles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's smart. Yeah. It's I always say the hard part is getting the content and just getting it out of the client a lot of the time.
Yeah,
The easy part is kind of the execution once you know what to do,
for sure. So I got,
or at least on our side, it's easy for us.
for sure. I got around that with a lot of my clients. So what I did was I would ask them like, what's the main thing you want to do in your business? And they'd tell me like just one phrase. And I would go put it into answerthepublic.com and it would give me a list of questions.
The public.
It just gives you a list of questions based on that industry. So then I would go back to them and I'd say, cool, can we sit down for 20 minutes and record kind of like how we are right now, you answering these questions? And they're like, yeah, sure, cool. So I would do that and go get it transcribed. They talk for like 5 minutes per question. And then I would turn each one of those into a blog post. And I had 6 months worth of content for sitting down for an hour and a half with them.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Yep.
Law's gonna
Yep.
make
I've
out
been
with
nutting.
you.
I've been nutting about this for a
Shoes
while.
in his pants
I'm not even gonna soft sell it. I've been nutting about this idea for a while. Yeah, I've been taking I've been taking podcast interviews and being able to transcribe them on Otter.ai
Yep.
for free. Which if anybody needs one, you can drop audio in or record live. It'll populate as you go. But I've never heard it answer the public. That's interesting because I've heard a way to do it was go on Quora, use some of the questions from there, use those same questions to ask, the client, and it's interesting. It's just it's a better version of that. It seems like
Exactly.
nice. Oh, and no, okay. So answer the public gets it out there in the PR way.
So no, it's a search engine for questions. So you go and type in whatever it is. Like, let's say it was content marketing was your keyword. It'll go find like 600 or 700 questions that people are asking about that and display them for you that you can download as an Excel spreadsheet.
Where's it getting the questions from? All over the internet?
It has back end ties, I believe, from what I read from the developers to Google, Siri, Amazon Echo, so it actually
Oh,
knows
weird.
what questions people are using and like how they're phrasing questions, and it just pulls them in based off.
How
that.
bad
That's
would
crazy.
Bruce Lee lose in a fight?
Because that's
It would just be like the topic Bruce Lee, like you wouldn't put in like a whole question, because then it would just find like three
think
things.
Jeopardy.
Yeah,
It's going to give you the questions
like
back.
what is
Okay.
Or
what
you give
is
them the
Bruce Lee is a pussy.
Yeah, well, no, that's crazy. Because that's something that's like information I wouldn't even think
yeah,
would be valuable. And they're like, what questions are people asking?
yeah.
And
This
you
is
know
why-
they're making money off of that.
This is why doing a podcast is great because we learn as we're asking questions.
This is
So-
good. I don't know.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is cool. It puts a big like circular mind map.
Oh, God. Jeez.
Oh, data visualization. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
If I
cool.
can try to get that on the
Mm.
camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But it's
like a spider web.
yeah, it looks like a big phone tree in a circle almost or something like that. Like it's interesting. It's like a big decision tree because it's taking all the verbs, right?
Yeah.
And go will or should or I don't know. What is be
What other verbs do you know?
abbreviate
I don't know if those were actually verbs.
how,
Would.
which, when, what, are, who, where, can, why. It's interesting. Oh man, I'm gonna get
Okay, stay
really
focused.
sober.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get really sober and mess with this later.
yeah, definitely.
Definitely not anything but sober. That's
There
our
you go.
2-minute warning. So where can we can lead people to dankurtz.org. That's DANKURTZ.org.
forward slash sweat equity.
Oh.
I'll actually
Oh,
You did it.
I'm
You
gonna-
gangster
You're
us?
giving us the creepy treatment. Love it.
You went in the cut on us, man. You've been
For sure.
lurking.
Well, I'm gonna put I gotta put up where I've been featured, and shout out for what you guys do and all that sort of stuff.
Ooh, when you
Beautiful.
start doing more appearances, can we just be in the as seen on, and you can have ours in a grayed out, like grayscale kind of logo
Yeah.
underneath?
Totally.
Yeah, because you'll figure out how to get. I'm sure you know those PR sites where you can answer questions to get written up in Forbes and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can go to like help a reporter out. and do
Yeah,
the same
yeah, that
thing,
one.
too.
Yeah.
yeah,
They got eaten up by someone else that
yeah.
yeah. So that's interesting. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. We'll definitely have you back whenever.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime you have anything to bitch about in digital, by all means, you're more than welcome. Or just running an agency in general.
Yeah, for
We didn't
sure.
even get to that part. The hard part's the human part.
Yeah,
I don't think that the actual execution anymore is hard.
It's just like you said, getting the content out of the people is the hard part. And
Yeah.
then when it's just you and your robot
Just milk
computer
it,
machine, it's easy.
yeah.
you know,
It's the easy part.
Jerk-
Yeah,
just jerking them off.
Western grip, huh?
Oh yeah, well I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Sometimes like
Alright.
this.
That's good.
Are we done?
What about
Sure.
Okay.
sweat equity? Sweat equity.
Milk that prostate.
Sweat equity.
Hashtag
Sweat
B2B. 69B2B. Hashtag GirthyRI. On iTunes, on YouTube, Facebook page. Your mom's Walkman. Vimeo, LinkedIn,
SweatEquityPod.com.
Roku.